lot to talk about tonight, but I'm going to give you the lowdown here. If you have not seen this before, this is Romhack Races. Every Saturday, we do a sight read race of new, freshly made Kaizo levels. The racers have no idea what they're in for. They're just going to have to sight read it, wing it, use their improvisation and knowledge of the game. Normally, we have Super Mario World Kaizo levels, but tonight we've got SMB2 because we do more than just World. This first level is from Delta2. I had a chance to test this out before this race started. This is so cool. I think you all will really, really like this, and I would really just like to show this off as best we can. These racers are just going to have to wing it. We got Halcyon, Adam Ferrari, LPK in the lower left, and Germdove in the lower right to start out. And are we good? Oh, okay, we're not good to go. We are starting in about 2 minutes. You got a chance to just get comfy and get ready to roll. There is a lot to talk about with SMB2. If you have questions or anything, I'm going to try to do my best to explain along the way. But if you have questions or anything, feel free to ask. Shout them out in chat, and we'll do the best to explain. There are a lot of differences between SMB2 and SMW. I think actually Mario 2 is probably the most unique of, like, I guess you could say the big three. The big four. Mario 1, Mario 3, and Mario World all kind of have a similar vibe. But Mario 2 has a lot of unique and interesting things, and we're going to see some of this tonight. First thing I want you to notice is in SMB2, you get this story screen. Before we even start the race, there's a little bit of space here at the beginning to explain a little bit about what's going on. One thing to know is that pressing start in this level will fast retry. That's not a custom, or that's not a vanilla thing, that's a custom thing. Delta2 has added a lot of cool stuff in here, as you'll see. Another thing to note in SMB2 is that all doors are checkpoints. Going through a door, that's a checkpoint. If you actually go back through the door, it'll checkpoint you on the other side. Doors and screen transitions will always be checkpoints. You won't see the traditional H's. And we're going to see some really, really neat stuff that Delta put into this one. There will be another race coming up. After this one, it'll start at 9, and it'll be a separate level. I think you're going to like that too. And don't forget, this was made by Delta, as I said, Delta, but with SMB2 edit from D to the 4th, we're ready to go. Have fun. I am not even going to be able to keep track of all the incredibly cool custom stuff going on here. So let's just hang out and try to follow along. We got Halcyon, Adam Ferrari, LPK, and Germdove. What's going on here? A lot. None of these graphics, munchers, we've got fireballs, different Toad graphics. None of this is from SMB2 except the original Toad graphic, and we've got these shells. And as the racers were told in the beginning, touching a cherry will cause the shell to jump up. And that's what's going on here. So we've got a shell ride, which is amazing. Never seen this in SMB2 before. 2 shells riding. A shell colliding into the wall will poof out of existence. And these racers are going to have to keep riding on the shell and using the cherries to jump the shell up. Remember that pressing start is a fast retry, so that might be helping them out a little bit. Adam Ferrari in the upper right, making it to the conveyor belts. Everybody, actually. LPK, Halcyon, Germdove, everybody at the conveyor belts. That's not a vanilla SMB2 thing. Well, actually, no. You know what? I'm sorry, it is. But it's only available in World 7, and it doesn't look like this with these types of graphics. The Munchers, not from SMB2. The Bowser Fireballs actually are from SMB2. And the custom music, just as if it weren't cool enough. So another thing to keep in mind with SMB2 is that crouching will charge a super jump. And this is kind of important. It's used a lot in various SMB2 levels. Here goes Germdove. Ooh, on the lower right. Oh, they made it. Nice save. They saw the door. So Germdove in the lower right now, I think with the most progress. But one thing about SMB2, if you hold down for long enough, you'll charge a super jump. And that will cause your character to flash and jump according to a different value that can be programmed in. In vanilla cases, characters get a higher jump, but you could actually edit that. In this case, though, the character will get a higher jump. And that's something to keep in mind in some areas where it doesn't seem possible to make that distance with a normal jump. That's what's going on, is crouching. Here goes Adam Ferrari, yo, in the upper right, and the first one in the door. Nicely done. Oh, Lord Pickle King really close. Here goes Germdove in the lower right. Can they get it? They do. All right. Yo, we got a race now. Adam Ferrari first in the door, and Germdove right behind into the second section now. And same rules apply. Custom music, once again, very, very cool. Look at Adam Ferrari on this read right now. They get this gimmick, escorting the upper shell, and touching the cherry makes it jump, so you either do or do not want to touch it. What a read! Yo, really good job. Adam Ferrari getting in the door, third section now. Wow, really smoked that one. Nicely done. And so now we get more. As if this wasn't cool enough, Germdove on the same read, they might make it too. As if this original stuff wasn't cool enough, now we've got these note blocks that will get the player to teleport when they grab them from the lower half of the screen to the bottom half of the screen. Yeah, isn't that amazing? And so now we're escorting the shell and also using the teleport blocks. So keep in mind everything else we've got. The cherries make the shell jump and everything else. And now we're teleporting as this shell is getting escorted. Adam Ferrari right now in the lead in the upper right. Got a bomb now. What they going to do? Oh, what are you going to do? Still making it. Also, these those cloud blocks, also custom. They they behave like sand. And normally you can only have hard-coded sand. I was actually really impressed when I saw those cloud blocks. I believe that's some custom ASM from Delta2 who made this. Hold the phone, though. Louis Duce and CO Kadelic making their way into the ice section. One section behind Adam right now. Still in the lead, but really, really catching up. I like to see which color toad everybody picked. They're all the same, but you can pick your color of toad, which I thought was a really nice touch in this level. So yeah, Adam has to dig those cloud blocks, has to kind of grab them and dig them up. And they've got the key. What's happening here? Yo, let's go. Adam Ferrari, yo, in the door, and now more cool custom stuff. And they changed the physics of the character halfway through. How amazing is that? Germdove, let's go. Making it to the door with that nice crouch jump. And Adam Ferrari in the upper right fighting Triclide here. So, yeah, what a cool gimmick. Remember, the cherries make the shell jump. No problem. Yo, Adam, a really strong SMB2 player. And, yeah, coming out on top of this race. Nicely done. That was so fast. Yeah, low-key, incredible at that. Germdove, though, making good progress as well, working on second place. And hopefully we get a chance to see that Triclide fight again because Delta2 put some really cool stuff in for that Triclide fight. Oh, I love the sprite even. They're carrying the defeated Triclide. That's really cool. Can we please give it up in chat? Delta2, fantastic job on this level. When I tested this the first time, I was blown away. My mind just exploded into a million beautiful shards with all the really cool custom tech that went into this level. There's a lot of really impressive ASM, and there is, yeah, some fantastic stuff here that Delta cooked up. This is, I think, one of the most remarkable achievements in like custom code for SMB2 that we've ever seen. This is very, very, very cool, aside from just the editor existing and everything. If you want to try this out for yourself, go and check out romhackraces.com. That's our official website, and you'll be able to play this before. I think I speak for all of us when I say I would love to see a finished work or more levels like this from Delta. This is, I mean, I'm looking forward to this hack. I want to play more of this. CO, let's go. CO Kadelic making their way into the, I guess, the SMB3 castle section, and Halcyon in the upper right about to make it in as well. I love that, like, this doesn't even look like SMB2. I mean, this is the SMB3 castle theme with the SMB3 style munchers, the windows. You got the windows in the back there. I mean, I've done some work with SMB2, as you may know, and this is not easy to do, to put this kind of stuff in. This takes time. It's not like Lunar Magic. Louis Duce, let's go. And they get to learn. I love these teaching rooms, too. How they show you Louis Duce moving into the SMB3 castle section, teleport section. That is correct. Yeah, we got both levels tonight will be SMB2. But everybody's playing this so fast, we we might have a little bit of time to kill between races. Halcyon, upper right-hand corner, moving into the boss. Now keep your eye on Halcyon in the upper right because we get to see this boss again. Adam was too fast the first time. So Triclide, is hit by sprites. You could throw a vegetable into Triclide or bombs or whatever, would blow them up. But in this case, there's a shell. This is a vertical level in disguise as a one-screen room. That's a nice trick for hacking SMB2 because what you get is a single-screen room that wraps around. Halcyon making quick work of that. Jeez, everyone's fast on this boss. But by touching the cherries there, they're getting the shell that's looping around to constantly jump up and actually bop into Triclide. Really solid second place. Nice job, Halcyon. Well played. There is a second race. There's a second race coming up tonight with a new SMB2 level that I think this one is cooler. Personally, I think this one is cooler. But I suppose there's no point in saying it. Well, Louis Duce, hold up. Louis Duce, upper left, fighting Triclide in this really rocking kind of come from behind victory here. They are really moving up. They move through that third section fast. And Germdove, too. It's a battle. Germdove versus Louis right now on the boss. LPK coming into the castle section, and CO trying to wrap it up with that bomb toss. Nice bomb toss from CO. That was great. I love the progress everybody's making. Oh, whoa. Is it going to be Louis or Germdove in here first? It's Louis. Whoa, by seconds. That's awesome. Wow, look at that sync. That's amazing. Yeah, just by a freaking couple of... Is that a tie? Are we actually tied on that? My screen showed Louis getting in the door a little bit sooner. I think that was Louis. I'm no officiator here. We'll have to check the tapes. I think that was Louis slightly ahead, but still a really tight race. It's a tie. Nice. We very rarely have ties. You'd love to see it. And check out this cool custom graphic with freaking Yoshi at the end here. Oh, man. If you are getting inspired by this, SMB2 Edit by D to the Fourth, that's the name of the editor. You can make your own SMB2 hacks. There is a lot of cool stuff you can do. And I hope that maybe you're getting some inspiration tonight, because I would love to see more SMB2 hacks. And I will say I will personally test and help you out. If you're interested and you have questions or whatever, jump on the Romhack Races Discord or even mine. But Romhack Races is our community, and feel free to ask. There's an SMB2 channel, and if you're getting inspired, it is really fun to make stuff in SMB2. It's like the wild, wild west. There's so many new things to do, and something you've never seen before is right around the corner. LPK fighting that boss. CO Kadelic about to fight the boss. Did you notice the Tetris pieces too? Proto Pizza up here in the upper left, sliding through that ice. How hard is emulating SMB2? Oh, not that difficult at all. No, it plays just fine. LPK, let's go. And CO, dang, everybody is good. Dang, I was worried maybe folks would have a little bit of trouble here, but yeah, this looks like they'd be rocking right through. ASA, if you're inspired too, we have another race coming up, so stick around. But I really want to take some time and really celebrate this level, because I think it is such a cool achievement in coding. Hacking SMB2 is just very different than SMW, and because it's NES, there are a lot more limitations. You have to really figure out how to do a lot with a little bit. You can't have tons of sprites and all sorts of things. CO, come on. Man. Oh, did the music flip out on us? For the first race, Adam Ferrari took the lead. There you go. Yo, CO. I think one of the coolest things about this level, aside from all the cool custom graphics and the music and everything, is the physics change halfway through. With SMB2 Edit, you can create custom characters. In this, the physics actually change halfway through the level, and that is, I think, so cool. We got Proto Pizza here, Pat, CDR, Ender of Games, and Endless Ascent. Everybody working on the ice section, except for Endless. One section ahead. Oh, no, wait, make that 2. Pat, CDR moving here. I love the SMB3 victory area. So cool. I'll give CO 2 cool points for the cutscene bug. And here goes Endless Ascent. Yo, nicely done. Nicely done. Moving on to the boss. I said before the race that I thought this would be a really good week for people to give it a try. Some folks have said, oh, I don't know, about SMB2. It might be a little over my head. This is a really great level because anybody can play it, right? You don't even like need to have played SMB2 in order to wrap your head. This is just a really good platform kind of level with a lot of really cool gimmicks, and this is a really great example of what you can make with this editor. Granted, there are some SMB2 things. You got the pulling up stuff out of the ground and various things like that. Have there been SMB3 races? There have. I didn't know how to pull the thing. Well, fortunately, there are only 2 buttons on the NES, so it's one of those 2. Oh yeah, Endless Ascent, figuring that out quick. Nicely done, Endless. GG. So I guess there's no sense in being coy about it. There are, like we said, 2 races tonight, and we thought maybe this one would go by kind of quickly, so we had got a double header going. The second one might be a little more difficult, but I think you might like it too. And if you didn't put it together already, or you didn't hear it from me first, the maker of the second level is me, GlitchCat. That's me. It's me, GlitchCat. I made the second level, and it is a demo from Subcon 2. It is the first time anybody will get a chance to play a level from Subcon 2. It's the first time, I think it's the first time that anybody has seen this tech that you're about to see. Don't quote me on that, but maybe. And I think you might like it. So, surprise, that's the second race tonight. Here goes Pat, CDR, no! So close. Chef Boy Eric as Luigi Toad. Chef Boy Eric moving in on the lower right. Proto Pizza making it. Yo, nicely done. Making it to the end. They're going to catch up on the castle section. And it's Pat, Chef Boy Eric, and now Proto Pizza. And you all might be excited for Subcon 2, but I'm excited for whatever Delta 2 makes. Delta 2 is now my favorite new SMB2 maker. I'm excited for their hack. They're the one that I'm looking at. Once again, if you're just joining us and you don't know how this works, the shell here needs to be escorted. And touching a cherry will cause the shell to jump up in the air. That is a vanilla interaction. The cherries are acting like a POW block. And POW blocks in SMB2 do a lot more weird stuff. Yo, Pat, into the boss. I got bopped. Hey, you know what? There's no shame in getting bopped by the best. Look at what this level is here. I'm stunned. I'm stunned to see it. But maybe you'll still give me the time of day. You'll still be excited for Subcon after you see what I have to offer everybody tonight. I hope you may like it. Wait, just wait before you totally put me in the box and put me on the curb. But yeah, there are some just fantastic ideas in this hack that are really, really, really inspiring me too. Big shout outs again. Delta2 did such great work for this. Proto Pizza and Chef Boy Eric making their way to the boss as well. It's a 3-way race. Who's it going to be first? Oh, yeah. Ender of Games. Oh, what? Oh, no. Oh, Ender of Games. Oh, they might not. Wait. Oh, no. Pat's about to finish. Proto Pizza already did. And Chef Boy Eric gets it too. Wow, they're wrapping it up tonight. I love that. I was worried for a second that Ender of Games didn't know about the super jump. I thought they were trying to just leap over that gap. That is definitely something to keep in mind. Again, if y'all have any questions about SMB2 specifically, please let me know. Chef Boy Eric seems to have activated a glitch of some sort, and Toad is in the wall. That's fun. We got Fernap in the upper left. Ender of Games still working hard in the lower left. Wow, everybody, wow. And our final two for the first race. That is impressive. Where can you find the SMB2 editor? You can find that on d2the4th.space. That's the official website of our friend D2the4th who made it. She is unbelievably talented and designed the whole editor from scratch, reverse engineered Subcon, and turned our dreams inside out so we could externalize the inside of our minds. CO, yeah, same glitch for CO. I get 2 cool points. 2 cool points for that. For getting the cutscene glitch. So I don't know what we're gonna do here because it looks like everybody's finishing up pretty quickly. And yeah, there is a second race. We were planning to do 2, but you know, we wanted to give enough time for each of them. Whoa! Hey, thank you very much. Whoa. Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard Gaming. Hey, you know, if you're ever hungry, you should call up Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard. They deliver it in the big yellow truck that has the mustard in it. And they're not stopping or slowing down until they get the mustard to all the people all over the world. That's Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard. Call it out. Thank you. Hey, yo, that's kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a lovely night. Thank you for being a part of Romhack Races. Enjoy the new emotes that are special for our community. We've got some great emotes. They combo well with the emotes of all your favorite racers. Use them as much as you like. I hope you really love them. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. We do have the official Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard emote. So if you put some of those in chat, it'll be a lot more yellow around here. Thank you, thank you. Ender of Games making it to the boss. I think we might have to confer a little bit here. You know, we scheduled an hour for each of the 2 races, and we've got everybody out in 20 minutes, which I think is actually awesome. That is super cool. And you know what that says to me is that y'all are ready for a tougher one. Y'all might be ready. Y'all might be ready for a tougher one. There's a second race tonight. It's an SMB2 doubleheader. But it looks like everybody's going to finish up well before 9 o'clock. So I guess we'll have to see what the plan is. Ender of Games all the way out of here. Oh, if they can make it in here. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Yo! Getting the I don't know what causes that, but I think that's fun. That's just fun. I would leave that in. I think that's just fun. I gotta say, I love how they replaced the wart sprite with the crushed triclide sprite. I'm not sure why that glitch happens. It might have to do with something about the door position or something in that regard. I'm not exactly sure. If y'all want to learn a little bit more about SMB2 or you have any questions or anything, now's a great time. We got Fernap hanging out here, working hard. I'm sure they'll get it. Oh, did it? Yeah, maybe it happened to only the... Did it happen to only the green toads? That might be. So, like I said, there's a lot to talk about with regard to SMB2. You know, it is sort of the black sheep of the big four original Marios: Mario 1, Mario 2, Doki slash Doki Doki Panic, Mario 3, Mario World. You know, Mario 1, 3, and World all sort of function the same way, but Mario 2 is this kind of oddball, and it's a very unexplored area in hacking. And I think the interesting thing about hacking SMB2 right now, aside from Delta just taking it to the freaking stars with this amazing ASM, but one of the really interesting things about messing around with SMB2 now is that there are a lot of discoveries to be made still. There are weird properties in SMB2. Think about for something I'm sure a lot of SMW players will know. Nice job, Fernap. Boss fight time. For SMW players will know, like Torpedo Ted. You can spin jump on Torpedo Ted. You can't do that in the vanilla game because you'll never get a Torpedo Ted out of water. Well, SMB2 has a lot of things to discover like that. The properties and weird behaviors and things that we can discover by messing around and hacking it. And that was a fast fight there, friend. Can you make the door, though? Oh, they can? Huh. Well, all right. That was great. GG for everybody. That's a full clear all the way through for all racers who signed up for the first race. Once again, there will be 2 races, and I am, geez, I'm kind of not ready to leave this level yet. This was super nice. But we'll see what's up. Like I said, we scheduled an hour for these. So we're just gonna kind of hang out for a sec, check our watches, and see what the situation is. I would like to give a big shout out while we're hanging out here to everybody who helped out behind the scenes. Red Feathers and Electronic Logic helped test this level. We really, really appreciate that. Red Feathers did a great job. Thank you for that. Our scouts tonight, Cherries, Star-Lord, and Darkenine, thank you so much for helping us out with that. Dr. No on the restream, as usual, making everything go behind the scenes. D to the Fourth helping us out with the website and literally making SMB2 edit. And I'm GlitchCat, and I'm giving you the play-by-play by play-by-play. I think we are going to go up to the kind of pre-show slides for a little bit. We're going to transition over while we get ready for the second race. We didn't know how long these were going to take. So if y'all just want to hang out and be comfy and chat, vibe to some nice music with us, we will be starting our second race before too long. Stick around and check out the Romhack Races website and jump on the Discord. The race-related chat is the spot where we're going to be hanging out. Oh, I got my name in the credits too. Thanks. Hey, all right, what's up, everybody? We are hanging out here, Romhack Races Saturday night. Thanks for being a part of it. We are waiting up to do the next race, the next SMB2 race, which will start at about 9 o'clock. In the meantime, we have something kind of cool to show you. Since it is SMB2 night, people were requesting this on the Discord, and I have no problems at all sharing this. We're going to play a task for you. The Return to Subcon 2, sorry, not 2, sorry, I've been in Return to Subcon 2 mode, but this is Return to Subcon 1, a task from a really talented maker and tasser, Furpy McFrosting. They did this a couple of years ago. This is Return to Subcon 2, the task in 1140.95. And I think you're really going to like it. You can check this hack out for yourself. I'm sure most folks have seen it, but it's on D to the fourth dot space as well as on my website too, glitchcat7.com. Although I recommend checking it out on D4s because you can also get the editor there. So yeah, Doc is getting that queued up for us, and we're going to play that pretty soon. I am not, I don't know, I guess I could do commentary over it, but we're just going to kind of hang out and get ready for the next race. So enjoy. I hope you like it. Ahem. Well, hey everybody. What's up? Welcome back. I didn't really leave. I was here hanging out, watching the task with everybody. What you have just seen is a task of My Hack Return to Subcon by Furpy McFrosting. Really, really excellent task player. Sorry to spook everybody. Sorry, it's me. I live inside your dreams, inside the land of Subcon. Mallow the cat is also with me here, being a very good boy. He's very sleepy and wishes that I would just shut up. But yeah, what you just saw, a task of Return to Subcon
Let's do it.
by Furpy McFrosting. If you want to try that hack
nice.
out for yourself, you can go on over to d4space or glitchcat7.com. Either of those websites will do. And as you've heard, that was made with SMB2 Edit from D4, who made that whole editor for us. It is almost the top of the hour, and that means we have another race coming up, and this one is a little bit special for me. So I appreciate having a little bit of extra time to intro this. I made this level, and I hope you like it. This is the very first look, I think, that or the very first chance that anyone will have to play something from the sequel. I am actively working right now on the sequel to that hack you just saw, Return to Subcon 2. That is not really the title. I don't really know what the title of it is, but the working title, placeholder title right now is Return to Subcon 2. And I don't really have a release date for that. I was just working on 4-1 today. I have a lot of ideas and a lot of stuff, but hopefully you will enjoy this one. Yeah, so I made this, and we have the cool little infographic. 5 out of 10 difficulty across the board. I think you're going to see something cool. I think you're going to see something new. And one thing I want to point out for all the racers, I mentioned this in the racer chat, and I'll mention this too for everybody here. SMB2 being a little bit more different, just a bit more different than SMW. We have an anti-soft lock code that is in place on this ROM. If any racer gets into trouble or just wants to reset, you can pause the game and then hold up and A and B at the same time, and then unpause the game, and it will kill you out of a soft lock or whatever and send you back to the start of the checkpoint that you're on. Hopefully we won't have any of that, but I do want to let everybody know that that is available just in case. Just in case we come up with something, because tonight we get to meet somebody new. Bubzette chooses violence. Remember when I mentioned that you can use SMB2 Edit from D4 to make custom characters? Well, tonight I would like to introduce you to my new custom character. This is Bubzette, and you will all get to meet her shortly. The sprite graphics for Bubzette I did not make. They were made by Pretty Pink Pansy, who has also done a lot of the Bubzette artwork for Author Blues. Who is Bubzette? Bubzette is a character from Author Blues lore, twitch.tv/Author Blues. I'm sure many folks know Auth. Auth had a really great time with Subcon 1, and I noticed him one day was playing Mario 2 hack that had Bubzette in it, and I said, wow, wouldn't that be perfect for Subcon 2? Because Mario is kind of the most useless character in SMB2, and actually was like the hardest to design levels for. So instead of having Mario in Subcon 2, he's just not there. He's just sleeping for the game. And instead, for Subcon 2, the 4 characters will be Bubzette and Luigi and Toad and Peach. I made my friend play through my Mario 2 Kaizo, a Glitchcat 7 story hack jam. Have you met our new friend Bubzette? She can run quickly like Toad and float like Peach. On her way to a ninja party, she got lost in a demo build of Subcon 2. She wasn't worried because she studied the ancient art of sprite levitation. She also knows that grabbing 5 cherries will spawn a star. And that's a little bit of help. I expect the racers to read this, and I expect them to use this information. SMB2 being a little bit different. It is just has different conventions, and some players might not be as familiar with things. But we are going to learn some stuff here about Bubzette and her magic abilities. I am really excited to share this with everybody. I hope you like this. For what it's worth, Bubzette the character is a custom graphics with custom physics. The physics are not going to be hard to understand. Pretty Pink Pansy, who made the sprite here, hello and thank you. I'm glad you could drop by tonight. Yes, Bubzette with custom physics and a custom sprite by Pretty Pink Pansy. This is the first ever time that you will get to see or play a Bubzette level in Super Mario 2, but I really hope that you like her. I made her very own custom physics, and we're going to have a fun adventure on her way to a ninja party. For what it's worth, this is 2-3 from Subcon 2. I will probably keep it in that position, and this level will be in Subcon 2 when it comes out, but I thought we would drop one on you a little bit sooner. And don't you love my cool custom intro screen here? I just rearranged some graphics, made everything all silly looking, and we are just about ready to go. The levels in SMB2 don't have a title, but I just called this one Bubzette. Bubzette Chooses Violence. Once again, we got Germ Dove in the upper left, Adam Ferrari, winner of the last race, in the upper right, Halcyon in the lower left, and Seokadelic in the lower right. I hope y'all like this very much. I'm very excited to show this off for everybody. Good luck, have fun, and let's learn about all the great things that Bubzette can do. Okay, now this is also my first time seeing anybody do this at all. So let's learn, friends. I built a nice little intro room here, and we're going to learn. Remember, Bubzette knows the ancient art of sprite levitation. Now, I hope that this goes off. The testers did okay with this. And I certainly hope that the racers put this together. What do you do here? A little puzzle for us to learn. But when the racers are done, you will definitely understand what is going on. This is also a nice little area to hang out and get used to Bubzette's physics. She has pretty normal physics. She can run fast like Toad, but she has about a third of Peach's float time. So she can hover for about a third of the time as Peach. And when she charges her super jump up, she can jump super, super, super high. So, yeah, okay, it's a puzzle. That's right, it is. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Surprise, it's a puzzle. And it looks like Louis Douce figured it out. Well then. Louis Douce has figured out what needs to be done. And let's see how the other racers do. I'm really curious. The clue here in this puzzle room is the POW block. You notice when you throw the POW block, it causes the orb on the right side to bounce up in the air. And yeah, that's the tech here, and Louis has already put that together. You stand on the bomb, and if you activate a POW block while you're standing on the bomb, it will levitate you. And you can levitate through ceilings that way. Isn't that cool? You can levitate through ceilings that way. You can clip right through as long as you're standing on the sprite that you just levitated with the POW block. That is vanilla tech. The only thing that is custom here is Bubzette's physics and the character sprite. Everything else is entirely vanilla tech. So let's see. We got Germ Dove over here on the left who has also solved the puzzle. I hope that this isn't too frustrating for folks. I made this special little custom puzzle room right here specifically to try to ease the players into this tech idea. And I hope that eventually the solution is pretty obvious. You just got to stand on the bomb, throw the POW, and it will all work out nicely for you. And I also made it be there is no other way to do that. But let's take a look over here on the left side. We've got Louis Douce, Germ Dove on the lower left. Or I'm sorry, yeah, Louis Douce, Germ Dove, and Chef Boy Eric, who have made it through to the second section, understand what they need to do here. And remember from the intro text that Bubzette knows that grabbing 5 cherries will spawn a superstar. So take a look at this environment that they're going through and notice that there are some cherries scattered around. And on the one hand, that will kind of tell the players where to move and where to go. And as you may have surmised, hopefully the racers have surmised from this point, you will need to collect them. So it kind of gives you a little bit of way to move around here. So I like these approaches here. I thought this would be a brainier level than usual. We got Louis Duce, Ender of Games, Germdove, Chef Boy Eric working on this second section here. And this is a bit of a puzzle to figure out, but hopefully one thing is clear, that the sort of white squares on the ground, those are always bombs. You notice that there's always a bomb underneath one of those squares. And so right now the racers are trying to figure out how to get these first 2 cherries. That's the first goal here. Looks like Louis Duce's figured it out, and Chef Boy Eric also working on that. You can teleport up through one, and then you can pick the bomb up and throw it to the right and blow up the other block. And that gets you both of those cherries in one go. There are only 5. There are no extras. And the count of cherries resets every time you die. So you do need to start and collect all 5 of them. So on to the next section. Chef Boy Eric in the lower right, definitely making some progress here. And they are moving on to the 3rd bomb. And this is the tricky part. This is the part you might have to kind of noodle scratch a little bit here. Looks like Louis Duce, yeah, definitely figuring it out. And that bomb will blow up the rock. So if you miss going up, you can just blow up the bombable rock and grab it. Chef Boy Eric, ooh, yeah, what you doing? So this middle section here, there's 2 things. There's a wall up in the top. There's a cherry over to the left. And there's a little section over to the right. Now, if you remember the gimmick, you will know that you're always going to be teleporting through the ceiling here. So the idea being that you're seeing the wall, and you want to open up that wall and then figure out how to get yourself through. This is fun. I like this. This is the first time I have gotten to see anybody play Subcon 2. Oh dear, Germdove trying something here. Trying something. There's 2 things. You got to get up into that area, and the wall needs to blow up here. Louis Duce, what are you going to do? So this is a race of consistency for sure. As these racers figure out this first section, it will get easier and easier for them to just go through that. Yeah, it looks like Louis Louis's got a method for this. Chef Boy Eric not too far behind, too. Proto Pizza, Adam, Ferrari, and Pat all passed the intro puzzle as well. Good job. And Halcyon, nice. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this section. Love to see it. Chef Boy Eric, I am glad that I put those spikes in there. Yeah, Chef Boy Eric, sorry about the soft lock. Those spikes were that place was the only spot I could put the spikes. So a little crouch jump in there will let them die out. Or they could use the soft lock code. This is why we mentioned the soft lock code at the start. It is just difficult to design in SMB2. Sometimes you get some soft locks or some cheese or something, so we do the best we can to prevent that. I have worked on Subcon 2 a lot on stream, but not this level. The kill input is pause and then unpause while holding up A and B. Oof. Sorry, we wanted everybody to know about that particular input, so we did I did put that in a text. Do you like how you go behind the waterfall at the start? You enter the hawkmouth on the other side of the screen, and it puts you on the layer behind the waterfall, so it gets this cool effect of it makes you look like you walked behind the waterfall. I thought that was cool. Hey, all right, yo. Louis Duce has gotten past the wall. I like this. Looks like Germdove also has a plan here. Yeah, there we go. Germdove is under... Yeah, they picked it up. Okay, good. Good. Germdove has figured it out. They have figured it out. Nice. And so it's Germdove and Louis Duce through the wall here. Now, remember the code. I hope that the code becomes clear. Yeah, they see that the bomb is down there. Very good, Germ Dove. Yes! And they've got the wall blown up, and that's the 5th cherry. Germ Dove in the lower left on a read right now. Now, I hope that this is clear enough for you, pal. Oh, you know what? That's going to work. Oh, that's going to work. Louis Doucet's turn at it, but they did not get the star. Oh, geez. That's going to work. Okay, good. There are a couple of different ways to get through that part. You need the superstar to finish this level out. The cherries, this level is kind of self-justificational. The cherries give you a reason to teleport through the floor, and then the star gives you a reason to need the cherries. So that's kind of how I designed this one. I like this kind of head-scratcher part in the middle. Adam Ferrari joins us thinking about this part. I'm glad that the code is clear for everybody. Silver blocks mean bomb, and not silver block means POW. I'm pretty sure everybody's put that together. Yo, Adam Ferrari with a little bit of cheese, pulling that bomb up while teleporting. You like to see it. That is another way you could do that. But I'm not going to require a damage boost in any of these, so you don't have to do that. Louis Doucet getting a little bit closer. Germ Dove definitely knows what's going on now. Getting those bombs nicely positioned below the hole you need to teleport through. Oh, Germ Dove, yo, that explosion happened off screen. That is something about SMB2 that's a little bit tricky. The bomb blew up where he wanted it to, but the explosion was off screen, so it didn't actually register. And Louis Doucet, let's go. Louis gets this. Yep, they got the bomb in, and they have got the bomb up now, going for the 5th cherry. Louis Doucet in the upper left. Oh, taking a damage boost, but they could still make it. They've got the star. So what's it going to be, Louis? Okay. Didn't read my code, but that's okay. Still making it through. Oh, but they did not land on that mushroom block. They see where that needs to go. And it's Germ Dove's turn now, but they did not get up that vine fast enough to throw the POW block. One thing to remember about SMB2, very, very important, all doors are checkpoints. All doors are checkpoints. So if you see that door over there and you go in it, that will be a checkpoint. You will always get a checkpoint from every screen transition. That's there on purpose, and I hope that people will remember that. Oof, Adam Ferrari needs that, ouch, yeah, needs that kill code. That's actually smart using that kill code instead of dying to a spike because it resets them faster. Germ Dove, yo, back again with a chance at it. Oh, got to be quick on the POW. And here's Louis Doucet. They made it. I'm so sorry. I was looking at Germ Dove. Louis Doucet has made it to the checkpoint door. And now we get the, yeah, there it is, the stopwatch. It will freeze time to make this Triclide fight just a little bit smoother. But watch out, Louis. This is a tight area. And, oof, Adam Ferrari going down at the star. And Louis Doucet now has that checkpoint. Those doors are checkpoints, and that will always be there. I figured it would be it'd be mean to make you do the whole level and fight the boss. So here we are at the boss, which is a little bit different from regular SMB2 bosses. You know, you're not fighting it in its own room. I thought it was cool to kind of have the boss just in the end of the level. Like, this is like his cave. But yeah, with Triclide frozen, with the stopwatch, that's the brain strat. That is the brain strat, but they did not get the 3 hits. Oh, man. But here, the brain strat, yep, you can go and reload the room. Because that's how doors work in this game. Because they're just going to keep checkpointing you, and they're just going to keep reloading the room. This is all intentional. This is all intentional. Here goes Germ Dove for their shot at the superstar. Meanwhile, Louis, with 1 hit, they're going to have to reload again. Oh, no. Germ Dove stranded with no superstar. They're not going to be able to pick that bomb up off the spikes. Stranded. So far, nobody has read my very, very clever code yet, but that's okay because there is another way to do that all the racers are doing. This is actually because I changed the puzzle room at the beginning. In Subcon 2, the intro room for this will have a much more complicated puzzle that I designed, but we decided in testing that that was a little bit too much to ask, so I made an easier puzzle. And if you would have done that puzzle, you would have learned the end of this level. But looks like Louis doesn't even need it. Oh, no! Not time. Does not count. Does not count. Died before. They did not get in the door. Does not count. Need to get in the door to win it. Oh, they were right there. Oh, geez. That's going to give Germdove another try, though. At the checkpoint. Here we go, Germdove. So, yeah, have you noticed that Germdove, what a play! Oh, no! That was such a good strat, though! Oh, man, that was such a good strat. Germdove, well done. Well done. Ah, yikes. Adam, getting that bomb. Yeah, a little bit far to the left. So there is a fix on the bomb hitbox that will call the full grid around the bomb. But if that is too far to the left, it might not actually call the block to blow it up. Unfortunate. Louis Doucet back with a try. Oh, 1-2. Are they going to get it? 3, and... they get in the door. Hey, there it is. Oh, nice job. Louis Doucet really, they got a big advantage because they learned, I think, the gimmick really quick. And they've done it. Louis Doucet win. There it is. They made it to the Ninja Party. And now there's nothing here in this area. It's just a nice Ninja Party. Bubsette in the lore was on her way to a Ninja Party. And Adam Ferrari making it to the checkpoint, looking for that strong second place. Here goes Ender of Games in the upper right, and Germdove with a shot at the end here. They're using that strat again. Watch out, Germdove, but they have the damage boost this time. Nicely done. Oh, Germdove. Oh, dear. Oh, Germdove. Yeah, thank you. Go in the door. Oh, my friend. Doors are checkpoints. Adam Ferrari fighting the boss. Germdove learning about this stopwatch here. Bubsette's having a great time. That's good. I'm glad. I want her to have a good time, her to have fun in the game, and be a unique and interesting character. All right, we got a double fight now on the boss. Germdove versus Adam Ferrari. Proto Pizza trying to get that star, and Ender of Games starting out too. No one has read my code here. That's okay. I'm glad that there are other ways. I did leave another way. But no one is reading that the code in the wall has the mushroom block on top of the tree, which is something you would have learned in the harder puzzle that you would have done proper at the start of this level. But we made the puzzle a little bit easier at the start just to teach everybody. Adam Ferrari, Germdove, Proto Pizza gunning for second place at the boss. Stopwatches are very cool, and you're going to see more of that in Subcon too. Hey, let's go. Adam Ferrari, GG. Nicely done. A strong second place, sub 20. And Bubsette is once again making her way to the Ninja Party to hang out with all her friends, the Ninjas. There's a cool graphical trick. I don't know. SMB2 hackers will notice my cool graphical trick in this room. Do you notice how the waterfall goes behind the hill there? Just thought that was a neat touch. It's like coming out of the cloud. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yo, we got Pat CDR in here. We got Germdove trying to fight the boss. Proto Pizza dying to the boss. And Ender of Games getting through. Oh, yo, Germdove, one toss away. Try Clyde. Try Clyde. Yo, thank you so much. I'm really glad you like this level. Once again, this is the first time that anyone's gotten a look at Subcon 2, my work in progress hack. There is a different puzzle for the intro. I think a cooler puzzle and a little bit trickier of a puzzle, but we thought it would be a little bit too tough for everybody. So I made an easier version that kind of teaches you the same thing. Hey, Germdove, let's go. Taking that damage boost, really making advantage of those having 2 hits here. That is something that I am consciously doing for the Subcon series, is not making a one-hit kill to give the player a damage boost. If something's tough, damage boost through it, you know? I kind of want this to be like Kaizo hybrid, you know? Like, it is Kaizo-y, and I would call it a Kaizo, but it's SMB2 Kaizo. It has to speak its own language. Yo, Chef Boy Eric. Oh, they were a little bit slow to throw the POW, so the bomb timer didn't quite line up, but they did blow the lower bit of that up, and you are actually able to mash your way through there if you're quick. And yeah, I'll let you know, this is a vanilla property. Pals will levitate sprites, and if your character is standing on the sprite that's being levitated, you'll get a big boost up in the air. That's a vanilla property, and I think it's neat how I picked this level to show off because Delta's level also did PAL stuff, and I wanted to like have a complementary theme. Chef Boy Eric, checkpoint, and Proto Pizza taking down Triclide. Well played. I am really glad everybody's getting through this. That's great. This is exactly what I wanted. Everybody's doing good. People are learning. No one's struggling like really hard. This makes me happy. I'm very pleased with this. Y'all are doing a fine job here. Great job. This gives me big hope for Subcon 2. And this won't be the only Bubsette level in Subcon 2. She'll be coming around the mountain, as you know. Everybody's really got a great sense of this gimmick. I'm pleased about that. Everybody has really just done a good job with this. We got Halcyon in the lower right-hand side. We got Ender of Game CO and Chef Boy Eric. Nice job. Yo, Chef Boy Eric getting out of there. I really like Triclide hiding in the back here. And, you know, for speedrun purposes, you don't need the stopwatch, right? That's the thing. Halcyon, I think did it without the stopwatch. Nicely done. Well done, Halcyon. But, right, it's an optional checkpoint. But say you were speedrunning Subcon 2, I've designed in lots of speed strats. So you don't need the stopwatch to beat Triclide. You don't have to do that. It just makes it a little bit easier and gets you a checkpoint. LPK joins us in the lower right. Also, I would like to see Oth check this level out if he were interested. He's a busy guy. He's doing lots of stuff, but this would be the first Bubsette level that we've had. So, you know, what do you think? Cool level? Are you having fun? You know, normally I just assume the answer is yes, but since I made the level, I'm slightly more insecure. I hope you all like this. It is. I thought this level was really hot tech. I wanted to show it off. Plus, I really I wanted to make Bubsette levels be unique. You know, like no, it's Bubsette. It's gotta do something fun, something that fits with her personality. So I thought, you know, kind of violent, kind of glitchy, fast, explosions. So, you know, sort of trying to find her vibe. But here's the fun thing. You can teleport other sprites. Just for what it's worth, if you're looking at designing your own levels, you can teleport. Keys will work the same way as these bombs are working. The orb at the end of the level will also let you do this. Stopwatches will do this, and something else that I can't think of right now. Maybe that's it. Orb, stopwatch, key, and bombs will all levitate like this. Hey, Chef Boy Eric, Proto Pizza, thank you very much for the raids. Hope you're having a nice night. Hope you enjoyed the level. Thanks for trying out something different. We will have an SMW level next week. If you're following the normal SMW stuff, we'll have a level from Chan Dontor is the maker for next week, and we'll be back to regular old SMW Kaizo. But I hope this can be inspiring and get you some ideas for SMB2 levels of your own. And if you want to try this out, romhackraces.com. You can get this patch or any of the other patches. And I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, I know we have some SMB2 speedrunners in here. Was this known about? Was it known that you could do this to levitate yourself up with sprites? because I didn't know about it when I found it, and I wondered if the speedrunners were aware of it. I was just messing around, and I stood on a bomb and threw a POW and just lifted up into the air, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to make a level out of this. It's used in speedruns? Good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't known about it, so it was a really cool discovery to make. So this isn't never before seen tech, but it is used in a cool way here, I think. I'm glad to see that all my little pits to jump in if you mess up, Ender of Games just fell in that little pit there. I'm glad I noticed that when I was building it, and I was like, uh-oh, gotta put a pit in there. Don't want you to get all soft locked. Designing with SMB2 can be a little bit trickier than SMW because you're working with more limitations, but at the same time, you can also do a lot of really cool stuff with it. LPK. Oh no, slipping off that vine. Vines are a little bit tougher in SMB2, but they're through. And time for the star. All right, read the room quickly, LPK. That's one other thing about Bubzette that I wanted to mention. Bubzette, so I'll talk a little bit about Bubzette's physics. With SMB2, you can edit the character physics, and you can assign new numerical values for their jumps. So Bubzette is basically a combination of Toad and Peach. She runs fast like Toad and jumps low under normal circumstances. Actually, she jumps slightly lower than Toad even. And this was to balance her powers. She jumps slightly lower than Toad and can float for about a third of the time that Peach can. So Peach can float over a longer horizontal distance, but Bubzette can float a little bit. And she can clear about, I think, 3 to 4 blocks of distance with the float. I added a nice little power, though. Bubzette's super jump, when she charges it, is really high. And that can let you do some interesting things where, like, you could only get to that area with a super jump in exactly one spot. So that's a little bit about her. And the one other thing about Bubzette is I did something sneaky. I designed Bubzette to be really good for item abuse in this game. In a sneaky way, Bubzette moves slightly faster when she's not holding an object. And that has the result of letting you do vegetable recycling really easily. You can also do mid-airs a lot more easily because you throw the object and then you catch back up to it because you get that little burst of speed. So, sneakily, Bubzette is very good at item abuse and mid-airs. All racers pass the intro puzzle. You love to see it. Good. I'm very proud of everybody. Oh, CO! You're so smart. CO Cadelic. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, and the damage boost. Oh, they almost made it with that. Oh, you're so smart. CO Cadelic, the only person that figured out what I was actually trying to communicate there. That's either my fault or it's my fault, I mean. But CO picking up the slack from me and figuring out my little code there. Because you see in the wall, there's a tree with the mushroom block on top of it. So that's your clue. Because, surprise, mushroom blocks can just stand on top of trees. In fact, mushroom blocks can stand on literally anything. Anything ever. Any object. Mushroom blocks will sit on top of clouds. They'll sit on top of waterfalls. They'll sit on top of just hard-coded groundwater. Any object. Literally any object in the whole game. Doors. They just act like a solid object for mushroom blocks. Ender might be looking for some cheese. But, I don't know. I don't know, pal. I have considered this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work out for you, but I appreciate the effort. Ha ha ha. I don't know, pal. You better watch out with that. You're trying to cheese me over here, man. Yo, LPK also figured out the code. You can go a little bit faster. If you throw the mushroom block on top of the tree. There's a slight distinction when throwing objects in SMB2. If you're standing still and you throw the object, you won't throw it with any momentum. But if you're not standing still, you'll like arc the object you're throwing. So giving the object you're throwing a little push by having momentum is helpful. Mushroom blocks have a lot to offer design-wise. You've got to be careful. Mushroom blocks are kind of like Yoshi in that if you put a mushroom block in the level, you better be real sure that you're not going to get any cheese out of that because the player is very powerful. Yo, Seokadelic going through this room backwards, but making it to the checkpoint. And they've got the stopwatch active, so they've got a little bit of free time here before Triclide goes on the attack. I timed it out so that when you pull the stopwatch up and you go fast, you have 2 free throws before the stopwatch runs out. And then the stopwatch will like run out, and then you'll have to do the final throw without the benefit of that. Nice hover from Seo there, getting out of that stopwatch room with both hits. A little bit of incidental challenge. And one more hit. Yep, and now the stopwatch runs out, and now they got to do the last one. They got to do the last one freehand. And it looks like hey, all right, we're back. Sorry about that. A little bit of hiccup in the Subcon Dream Space Matrix. We're back. LPK here in the lower right. Oh, geez, look out, LPK. Oh, but can you make it? Look out. Yeah, it looks like CO too powerful. Crashed the whole stream. And Ender of Games looking for some cheese, maybe? I don't know, Ender. They're thinking about it. I don't know. Bubzette just hanging out. Once again, I hope you all really like the Bubzette sprite. I did not make the Bubzette sprite. That is the work of Pretty Pink Pansy. They made the Bubzette sprite, and it is wonderful. I really like it, and the first time I saw Oth playing it, I was just like, I have to have Bubzette for Subcon 2. That's perfect. So Bubzette will be the 4th character, and Mario will be sitting this one out. Yo, thank you so much, CO. Yo, Pretty Pink Pansy, please feel free to plug your stuff. You are a good artist. You do a lot of cool stuff. I like your work. Please feel free to let us know where we can find you, your work, and anything that you want to plug, because whether you realize it or not, you are a part of this, making this level happen, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me use this sprite, and I hope that Bubzette and I can go on some very, very fun adventures in Subcon 2. In fact, the level that I'm working on right now is another Bubzette level. I'm working on 4-1. That's where I'm at in Subcon 2. Haven't made any more than that. LPK with that checkpoint. Let's go. Yeah, I'm at 4-1 in Subcon 2, and I'm working on another Bubzette level right now. It has another cool gimmick too. I'm trying to save all the good stuff for Bubzette. I'm trying to save all the high tech. So I got another kind of high tech level that I'm working on right now with Bubzette, involving potion doors actually. But I don't have a release date right now for Subcon 2. I just want to make sure it's perfect. I think it will be perfect. I'm excited to share it with everybody. I might drop another level or a little preview sometime again in the future, or maybe just make a whole original level, you know, a little side quest or something. I don't really have a release date right now for Subcon 2, but stay tuned. Hopefully this year. Maybe this year, but it's one of those things that it's done when it's done. And I feel like in the past, I've done all right work. I've done good work and work that I'm proud of, but I've also rushed things sometimes when I shouldn't have. And I'm not going to make that mistake with Subcon 2. So might take a little bit longer, but hopefully this year it'll be out, and it should be chock full of new tech, new fun, speedrun strats galore. I am pumping this one up. If you like the speedrun for Subcon 1 or the tasks, I am loading Subcon 2 up with even more speed strats, even more tech tricks that you could do to save time, even more fun routing. And trust me, I've sliced these level designs up 6 ways from Sunday. Thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. I was a little nervous. I didn't know how, I don't know how people would react to this, but y'all have really impressed me and done a great job here. Figured out all my tricks, even without arrows and without indication. You figured out my tricks. You applied the gimmick. You thought about the level in terms of the gimmick, and you have done very, very well. Is that a GG? Is that a GG for our friend LPK? Nicely done. They made it. LPK hanging out at the Ninja Party. That's it. It's the end. It's just a fun Ninja Party. Oh. LPK. Oh, LPK kicked everybody out of the party. In addition to making areas and situations like Kaizo level situations for Subcon, I've also just been making what I call like liminal rooms. I have a hack, a version of it called just like the Land of Liminal Rooms, and I'm just gonna I want to put in like hidden rooms and hidden areas. I don't want to have like a secret quest. Subcon 2 isn't gonna have like a big puzzle to solve or a secret, but it will be chock full of hidden rooms to reward exploration and maybe like an any % warp zone path or something. But I've just been actually over the weekend, I've just been making empty rooms, just like liminal empty rooms that just look nice, and I have a whole folder filled with just empty looking, cool looking rooms, and I was going to go through and hide a bunch of them just for fun, give the game some depth. My one and only inspiration for Subcon 2 is is Dune, the novel series and the movie. Oh, I love it! 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 That's amazing! Welcome! Oh, thank you so much. That's wonderful. I love that so much. Thank you. Thank you. I may actually need to commission some artwork for the manual for Subcon 2, if you like straight out, because I would like to have a manual and a strategy guide for it. Yeah, so I guess I'll talk a little bit about the ninjas, because there's a little bit of lore for Subcon 2. The ninjas are friends in Subcon 2. Ninjas will never be intended to be killed in Subcon 2. They will always help. That is just a thing that I'm doing. They're really... The thing is, like, any enemy that if you want a ninja as an enemy, you could use something else that does the same thing, so there's never a reason to use a ninja other than you just want a ninja. So there are some levels in Subcon 2 with helper ninjas, and that's part of the lore, that ninjas are a helpful tribe who are friendly and helpful as you make your way through. I do think ninjas are very adorable. I really like them. I like how happy they are. They just happily jump up and down. They're so thrilled. They're just glad. They're just happy to be a part of things. Really appreciate them a lot. We still got Endless Ascent, Ender of Games, Pat CDR here hanging out. there is so much personality in SMB2. I really, you know, and I say this, I love SMW. I will always be around for SMW Kaizo. I am the Mushroom Kingdom. You can't get rid of me. But I think I could probably just make SMB2 hacks forever and just keep putting them out. I am already thinking about what I'm going to make for Subcon 3. Here goes Pat at the Superstar. Let's go, Pat. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to make for Subcon 3, and I think even beyond that, there's more stuff to do. Heck, I have a whole, like, cursed ideas list that is just, like, wonky, weird stuff. You could make a troll hack. You could make a phenomenal troll hack out of this. I haven't even scratched that surface yet. There will be a Subcon 3, and Subcon 3 will be Kaizo 3. It'll be tough. You know, I haven't gone full Kaizo yet because nobody's ready for it. No offense, y'all are very good, and some of you are ready for it, but yeah, no one's kind of there's only a handful of people I think that could like do that without a lot of explanation. A lot of people who already know the tech basically, and the rest of everybody is going to have to learn that very slowly. While players like maybe Adam Ferrari, Cool Kid, people who have studied SMB2 would get through it quicker. But even then, I would be attempting to challenge that. Subcon 3 will be the tough one. And Pat, yo, getting through that Superstar section. Nicely done. Nicely done. Kaizo 3 Mauser. Yeah, I love it. Door checkpoint. That's a great thing about designing in SMB2. Infinite checkpoints. Think about that. You don't have to have a patch for it. Infinite checkpoints. Yo, Pat. Yep, grabbing that stopwatch. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Oh, got him anyway. This is a kind of a new spin on this for me. Usually in Mario 2, the bosses are like in their own room, right? You like go into the boss room, but you don't have to do that. They're just a sprite. You can just put them anywhere. And with SMB2 Edit, you could actually designate any sprite as a boss. So in theory, which is actually, I'll tell you, this is a spoiler, but it's an idea that I had for Subcon 2. I haven't made it yet. But in theory, you could have a Shy Guy that's marked as the boss, and then you have to escort the Shy Guy all through the level just to throw it off a pit at the end. I thought that would be kind of funny. Like, you're carrying the Shy Guy the whole time just so you can chuck it off the pit and win the level. Ooh, Ender of Games, Nor! Trying. So yeah, so because I've designated Triclide here as a boss in the code, it'll just make that door appear and treat it as though you just beat the boss, even if it's not in its own boss room. Some bosses are in rooms. I made a great Mouser fight the other day. Whoa, that took forever. Yo, and once again, friends, don't forget, SMB2 Edit, made by D to the 4th. You can get it, try it out yourself. It's really easy to use. And I have a tutorial on my YouTube as well. It's just got a couple little idiosyncrasies about SMB2 that you kind of have to learn how to work. I think hard-coding the ground is pretty much the toughest thing to get used to with SMB2. But it's very fun to design for, and the editor is a breeze to use. Nice, Pat. Way to go. Nicely done. Pat CDR coming in hot. Ender of Games with a shot at it. Yo, very well done, Ender of Games. You could also be evil. I thought about that, Red Feathers, is like a shooting gallery. You have like a wall, and then there's a bunch of Sparkies on the opposite side of the wall, and you have to hit the right Sparky to end the level before something bad happens. Yeah, you know, I was hoping that this character of Bubsette and the physics that I designed for her, like, could be used, you know what I mean? Could, like, become their own like standardization. Although I would like to use this character first in. I mean, anyone can use the sprite. It's not my sprite, but these physics I would like to use first in my hack. But after Subcon 2 comes out, I will give everyone the physics for Bubzette if you want to have your own Bubzette physics or whatever. It took me quite a while to actually design good physics for her. It's harder than it seems. It takes a lot of fine-tuning and thinking about the purpose of the character. Yeah, all doors. All doors are checkpoints. And climbing, if you climb a vine over the screen boundary, like if you climb up the top of the screen or down the bottom, that also is checkpoint. The only type of screen transition in this game that doesn't count as a checkpoint are jars. Like you go down the jar and you go into the little jar world in there. Those will not checkpoint you. And you can use that for really cool effects. I have a great troll involving jars that nobody knows about yet. Ender of games. Almost there. Almost, Ender. Endless Ascent. Oh, you could get through. Hey, alright. Taking that damage boost. Ender of games. This was a great length. Yo, almost everybody through in 45 minutes. This was perfect. This was a great length. Excuse me. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this. Thank you for hanging out at the Ninja party. Thank you for the really warm reception. Thank you so much. I was really looking forward to this all week, and I'm really glad that everybody had such a fun time. Thank you so much. I hope you're excited for Subcon 2. You can tune in on my stream a little bit. Sometimes I do build streams. I am keeping a little bit of it secret so that I can have surprises like this for everybody. But, you know, I will be building some of it on stream, and I'm always around to chat. SMB2 hacking. That is a nice, yeah, that is a nice capture. Look at that. Look at that nice crisp capture. That Ninja party in high definition. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's actually Ender of Games. I was referring to just how crisp and nice their capture looks. Ender, way to break up the party. But yeah, if anybody has any questions or anything about SMB2 or tech or whatever, now's a great time to ask. We got a few minutes to just chat and hang out. If you've had fun tonight, you can join us every Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern for another Romhack race. Normally, we just have one level per week, but tonight we had a special doubleheader. Next week's will be SMW Kaizo once again. Anybody's welcome to sign up over on romhackraces.com, and the maker will be Chon Dontor. Really kind and cool maker. Yo, let's go Endless Ascent. They're thinking. Okay, they're thinking about it. I hope the code came through here. I really wanted players to pick up on the fact, because I know it's hard to tell. You can't tell what the plant is before you pick it up, right? So I wanted to code to telegraph what the plant was gonna be, before they picked it up. Oh, rough. Yeah, right. You got to indicate it because you can't. Otherwise, the player's going to get confused. And even if they've memorized the level at a glance, it's tough to remember which is which. I tried to make it so that, like, the stuff you need appears in the order that you need it, right? So, like, when you fall down here and you go to the left, you're standing on the bomb automatically. So it, like, has a logical flow to it. But at the same time, I still thought the indication was really necessary. I think some people were getting confused by the bombable rocks in the first room. Yeah, Pat, I realized that was a mistake on my part, and I hadn't thought about that when I made the level. that was a mistake on my part because I should have indicated the bomb with that same block, but instead I thought that the bombable rock would indicate a bomb because you blow up the rocks with a bomb, when I shouldn't have expected players to make those jumps. So that's on me, and I will fix that going forward. But yeah, should have kept the indication the same. Do you think it'll hit a point where you have double races every Saturday? I don't think so. I think in general one is enough, and I think in this case, you know, it was the first level. These two levels weren't on their own gonna fill a whole 2 hours, but together they did a good job. So yeah, in general, I think we stick to one a week. Makes it a little bit easier on record keeping and scouting and everything too. So yeah, Proto Pizza, the way to do this is just you don't have to jump on the bomb in midair. I didn't really know how to communicate that. I guess I could maybe do it better. But the way Endless is doing it, you actually don't have to do it that way. You just stand on top of the bomb and then activate a POW. As long as a POW activates while you're standing on the sprite, you'll get the big levitation from it. But that was a little tricky to communicate that, like, yeah, that you don't have to jump onto it in midair. Would different colored weeds be possible? No. Unfortunately, they all share exactly the same. You'll notice the weeds are actually just trees that are very short. The weeds are the little bushes, the weeds, they're just trees with no stems. That is the only tree graphic in the whole game, and they all share palettes. That is one thing about designing in SMB2 is that you have a much more limited palette than you do in Mario World, and a lot of things share the same palette address. Yeah, I guess it would be. Yeah, yeah, that's true. You'd be limited to 3 colors, but you could do some custom graphics to have like different type of trees. You could go that far with it. That's true. But lots of things share the same palette address. So, like for example, the silver block down there shares the same green or the same gray outline color that the spikes do. So when it's like if you want to mess with the palette, when you change one thing, you change the colors of several other things too. So you have to find a balance. The thing about All Stars SMB2, it would add more graphics, but the problem honestly is that the physics in SMB2 All Stars I think are worse. I much prefer the NES physics to the All Stars physics. Yeah, the cherries, like the red color that you see, the cherries, the red detail on the jar on the right there, and also the red little tops of the plants. Those are all the same red color. So if you want to change one of those, now you have to change all 3 of those. So it's kind of tricky sometimes to find a balance in the palette that works like well enough. And you know, once again, I cannot thank D to the 4th enough for making this editor in the first place. D to the 4th is just a completely amazing, invaluable individual for our community. Does a lot of wonderful things. We really, really appreciate her and her work. If you can, head on over to D to the 4th's Patreon. Drop her some bucks and help her on her way. She does a lot for our community, for Romhack races and for the SMW community and for Romhacking in general. Helped out on a lot of projects and is a really, really good person. Definitely check her work out and make sure she gets some good things too. Really love SMB2 Edit. It is just phenomenal. You know what I should have done here? Watch an endless look at this. You know what I should have done here? I should have see that it's a 3x3 grid of bricks up there. I should have put a hole in the middle. I should have put a hole in the middle of those, because that tells you that you want there to be that says that something goes in that hole in the middle. I think that's, I'm sorry, Endless, I think I misled you. I think this one's on me. I think they're not quite getting how to line that bomb up because I didn't indicate that well enough. That one's on me. This race really flew by. Thank you again for being a part of it. We got about 5 minutes to chill. We schedule about 2 hours for these every Saturday night. So just chilling for a little bit. Thanks again to Dr. No on the restream, always helping us out. Dr. No deserves so much credit for making these races go. He's a really, really kind person. Big shout-outs again to Red Feathers, too, for testing. I really appreciate that. They caught some great things in this level and in Delta's level and really helped it be really, really good. Don't forget, too, you can go and follow the racers. I know we had some really great friends hanging out. Follow the racers. I know Adam Ferrari, in particular, shout-outs to them. They have the world record speedrun on Return to Subcon. So definitely check them out. I know they're doing a lot of stuff. Speedruns, streams all the time. There are a ton of great racers in our community. And we really, really appreciate the efforts of everybody trying these levels out. There you go. You got it. Oh, geez, Endless. You got it. You got it. You got it. That's true. It may create some cheese, but I still think it might be a good idea just to show them, hey, there's a hole in here where a bomb should go. Or, you know, the other thing to do would be to indicate the spot on the ground below where you throw the bomb. To, like, be like, hey, put the bomb here. You know, instead of kind of making them eyeball it. But little things, you know, little things you notice. If that bomb isn't aligned, it will just continue to clip up through the wall and just go on a mystical journey. So it actually has to be aligned with that hole. Climbing vines is a little bit more difficult in SMB2. You can kind of slip off the side a lot more easily. I did. Yeah, that's the thing, Fawful. I did. That's the effort of the plant down there, is to indicate that spot. But I was thinking I could have done that better. Instead of indicating from below with a plant, I could have just made the box be to stand out. I felt like I could have done that a little bit better. But yeah, the plant is kind of trying to give you a clue, like, hey, you know, go over there. Thanks again, everybody, for being a part of this. Really, it's pretty special to me. Thank you. I've worked very, very hard on Subcon 2, and I've really put a lot of my energy into it, and a lot of hope for the future. So it's really nice to see the enthusiasm. Subcon 2 will have a full set of levels. It'll have World 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Maybe even some special secret zones. Not like whole worlds, but like special challenge areas. I don't even know. It's gonna be big. I want it to be the most perfect ROM hack I've ever created, and it will be. I'm not concerned about living up to that. It's just a matter of time. Don't mean to sound cocky about it, but I like what I do, and I'm very confident. And this has been good encouragement for me as a maker, that people like this and, you know, are into this and want to give it a try. All right, Endless, it's all you. This is it. Bomb, bomb pow, bomb vine pow, and you're in there. I hope all the levels, like, I've put as much into all the levels. I hope they're this tight. I thought a lot about which level I should drop here, and I think this was a good one, but I hope that all the levels look nice like this, flow really well, good gimmicks, good stuff. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out. We're gonna wrap it up here in a minute with a raid. Let's let Endless have one more crack at this here. Thank you for being a part of it. Remember, you can always check out romhackraces.com. Come back and see us again next Saturday for another race. It'll be SMW. The races are open to the public. Please feel free to sign up. Oh, yikes. Thank you once again to Romhack Race volunteers and staff, Red Feathers, Electronic Logic, Osu Mario Cartman, Sherry V, Star-Lord, Darkenine, Dr. No D4. Thank you all so much for helping out. We really appreciate it. Romhack Races is made possible by all of your hype and good vibes. It helps keep me going. It helps keep us going. Thank you for being a part of that. Check out the website, and hopefully we'll see you all again next week. We're going to raid Endless Ascent, follow the runners, give them some ups. Thank you once again. You matter. Your thoughts matter, your heart matters, your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives, and you matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 longboy Furret and Bubzette. And the people who matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled lives matter. You too. I hope to see you all again real soon. I will be streaming tomorrow night on my stream. I'll see you all again on Romhack Races. I'll see you all around again around the Kaizo community. If you want to try this patch out for yourself, you can go over to romhackraces.com and get it any old time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a really good evening. Peace.